Joe Silvera joins the Beaducation faculty with over 22 years of metalsmithing experience.
Tonight on Polishing Now, we will see how to use the bits and how to use them well. The way I learned to make jewelry was I was originally an art major in the fine arts department, and my roommate ended up taking an elective class. He took a class in jewelry and he loved it, and he said, you should try it. So I went over there and I tried it, and I loved the fact that I didn't have to worry about context anymore. I could use my painting skills, I could use my sculpture skills, and I could start making really fun small scale pieces in jewelry. So I went to college at the Cal State University at Long Beach, which had a huge art department, including a full-on separate jewelry studio. And then after that, after I kind of got finished making jewelry pieces that were about yay big, or neck pieces that were like yay big, I wanted to make things that were more commercial, more wearable. So I apprenticed as a goldsmith, did my work as a production jeweler, a repairman, and sold my own jewelry for years before I started teaching. All right, so what do I love about teaching, and what would be my teaching philosophy? Well, I absolutely love teaching people how to make jewelry, and the philosophy is just rolled right into that, because what I love is that I'm passing on the traditions that were passed on to me. From my teachers to their teachers to the people that taught them, there's this line through history of people passing on not only the craft as they learned it, but their own innovations. So every jeweler who gets their hands on the craft and the art of making jewelry adds a little bit to that. And I get to add that and pass that on to the students that I teach. And I just love that. So where do I find my inspiration when I'm trying to design something and maybe I'm up against a deadline? It can be very distracting to have a deadline, so I think the first thing I try to do for myself is try to forget about the deadline and to remember that it's okay to make mistakes. And so I usually find my inspiration in the process. So I'll just set out with my goal and make a piece, maybe two pieces, and then by the third piece I've really got a sense of what it's about. But it's not until you kind of get your hands into the design and into the making of the piece that I feel like that you really get to know it. So whether I'm carving waxes and sculpting a rabbit or something, I don't get to know what the gesture of the rabbit or what the face should look like until I try it. So that's where I find my inspiration, is when I'm making something. If I was a type of food, what would I want to be? Well, if I wanted people to like me, I suppose I'd be chocolate, because a lot of people like chocolate, except for probably the people that get sick if they have chocolate, but they probably secretly love chocolate anyway, so I'm still being liked for being chocolate, so that's a good thing. And if I wanted to maybe last longer and have a longer life, I'd probably be Brussels sprouts, because let's face it, not everybody likes Brussels sprouts. Nobody says, hey, let's go get Brussels sprouts instead of hamburgers or something. So if I was a Brussels sprout, I'd probably have a pretty decent lifespan as far as those go for Brussels sprouts. If I could be a superhero, what superpowers would I want? Probably not Wolverine, because those blades coming out of my hand would be pretty annoying while I was trying to work. And Superman's just always busy saving the world and stuff. So I'd probably take Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. He could pretty much do anything he wanted, and it was pretty cool that he could clone himself. He could just change his matter so he could be multiple people. So therefore, I could be working, shooting this video, and kicking back with a Corona on a beach somewhere and just relaxing. And I think that's pretty awesome as a superpower. All right, okay, so if Hollywood made a movie about me for some reason, and I really shudder to think what the reason Hollywood would have a reason to make a movie about me, so I'd have to pick Bill Murray. He is one of the funniest guys around. He's just funny when you look at him, and yet he can be really dramatic and really funny, and I just hope that I can live up to Bill Murray so that he can play me in a movie. Where will I be in the next 5 years with my art and with my jewelry and with my teaching? I didn't imagine 5 years ago that I would have my own jewelry school with my wife here in Berkeley, California. We were teaching independently, going from store to store, and to have our own school and roots and place where we can invite students in and have them learn how to make jewelry in a nice environment. That's pretty amazing. What does the next 5 years hold? I hope a lot more of that, because this is pretty good. So we just hope to keep going with the school and keep keep teaching people jewelry. So like, to keep going with the school like this, to be able to teach small classes, like 9 people at their benches, soldering, using flex shafts, sawing, and just having fun. Hi, thanks for joining us, bye!